if you want to win the championship this season, constructors and drivers,
Yeah.
stay on the track.
I think this could be the biggest fumble from FIA. So, the 2026 season hasn't even started, and we already know who might have nailed the new regulations. It's actually crazy. Welcome to Maggots and Blankets. I am your host, Tawana, and with me, we have Benjamin. Say hi to the crowd.
How you guys doing? How are you doing?
We are the official runners of Maggots and Blankets, and this is our first episode, and we're going to be covering one topic that everyone has been speaking about. It's sort of like an undertone, but everyone has been talking about this. Who actually is ready for the regulations this season? Honestly, I have no idea.
Big question that.
Exactly. It's such a big question because we are not too sure like what we are expecting, because at some point we thought Williams might have it because they started their preparations.
My God. And they're way behind. They're
struggling. Aston Martin, they have Newey.
Yeah.
We thought they had Newey, but it's not looking incredible. It's genuinely not looking. You did.
I actually called it.
You actually did.
Yeah.
Did. So, before we dive into all of this, we just need to cover some ground when it comes to like these new regs. What's actually changing? What's happening? Because some people might not even know, and they just are like fans of F1. Even though we are new fans, let's not lie about we're new fans. We're just here to go into it, just to just to expand our mind, just to give you guys what we're thinking. So regarding this new 2026 regs, a few things have changed. The cars are now able to use 50% of electrical power. It has now been split from combustion to electric 50-50. And the MGU-H has been removed. The MGU-K has been massively increased. And we are losing something that has been with us for some time, the DRS, Active Aero. We're just going to, most probably just going to put something on the screen. You guys can see what it is. The cars are smaller. The cars are super light. And from what we've heard from FIA, they were doing this for tighter racing, like just the racing is more close impact and stuff like that. But yeah, that's mainly like what has changed. But a lot could change. The pecking order could change.
Big time.
Big time. So just to dive straight into it, the anything regarding aerodynamics is out the window.
Yeah, big time. It's just straight up
out the window, because with 2022 they brought in the ground effect era. It was heavily focused on
big time
aerodynamics.
The flow was more aerodynamic, so
exactly. That's out the window. That is out the window. These cars have no downforce whatsoever on the turns. That's why we're noticing so many, like, what can we call it? Like they're not the turns. What is it? What's happening? They are locking up. Exactly, they're locking up so many times. Especially
in Bahrain,
turn 10, turn 1. Horrific. It was
everybody.
It was bad.
Everyone. Yeah.
It was so bad. So what do you actually think about these new regs, bro? What do you actually think about these? Because I've been trying to wrap my head around it, try to read like the notes, and bro, I just don't get it. Like honestly, I think this could be the biggest fumble from FIA.
Yeah.
Because like the main point is, who did they really study enough for this? Because from what we're seeing, there's a probability that what they got in the tunnels, in the wind tunnels, and what's on the track will not happen.
Definitely, man.
Case in point, just remember what happened the purposing in 2022.
Yeah, the cars will bounce a castle to a bouncy castle.
Bouncing castles. Literally bouncing castles. And they had to change. And they had to change it. Now we're seeing almost or literally the exact same thing.
That's the thing with the FIA though, because they have these changes which are fine. Like in retrospect, when you look at the little bit like of the changes, it's fine. Smaller cars, lighter cars, that's great. There's always this one big major change they want to make, and they don't consider what the teams are going to have to go through. Because if we're looking at the ground effect era, there was the bouncing that everybody struggled with, but they didn't do anything to change. It was literally in conversations where Toto's speaking to the team in Horner, telling him to change his car. It's like, come on, guys, we're all facing the same problem. Let's change it. And that's the same thing with the energy management. Cars are slower. People are saying that we're not going to be able to recharge through the course of the race to the amount we'd like, especially Aston. They can't even recharge back to 250 kilowatts. So, like, they're already out of it from the jump. they can't even recharge their car. Bro.
Let's just go back. Let's not even go that far. Last season's testing, the fastest testing speed was Verstappen.
Yeah, Verstappen was fastest.
He was clear the fastest testing time this season by Leclerc. I think it was by like a few tenths.
Yeah, Leclerc.
That already shows you. That already shows you how far off they've gone.
Yeah. Nah, it's huge, man. It's huge. And I don't know if you remember the clip where Hadja tries the overtake on Bottas.
It was the most stressful thing I've seen.
Oh my gosh, that was so bad. What?
Because he had him on the last turn.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, he switches on the battery depleted before he even finished before he even reached the first turn. That was for me. That was like the major red flag. I'm like, okay, so if your battery dies halfway through it, you're just there.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
Just there.
Yeah,
it's like
come on.
That is very bad. Like that's honestly very
really bad.
What about let's not even go far. Aston Martin, they are not even hitting the revs that they're supposed to hit.
Yeah, they're not even. Because they're supposed to rev up to 12,000 RPM, but they can't.
They're hitting 9. They're hitting 9. And they're hitting 9,000 RPMs, which is
so they can't even start.
So who do you actually think has understood this? These rigs.
The one I want to side with Benz well enough, but the way they messed up the last rigs kind of gives me this idea of, okay, they may have it or may be so confident in their idea, and their idea might be way off. Because with the last rigs, with the Zero Pod in 2022, we thought they had it. They had something so innovative, something so amazing, but it was way off.
Yeah,
it was.
They had the Zero Pod on that silver arrow. It looked clean.
It looked amazing, but it was horrible.
They fluffed
it. I don't know. Yeah, Red Bull seems to be quite confident.
I mean, let's also take into account they have a new powertrain.
Yeah.
It's being built in house. So for me, for them, I don't expect much from them. But they did pretty well, especially they had their issues, which was fair and fine. The fuel leaks, hydraulics, that was expected. Ferrari, they came in with some.
Dude, there's some going on there, man.
The hopium is going to kill y'all. The hopium is going to kill y'all. The hopium.
Calm down. Give them 6 races before we start to say Ferrari know what they're doing. We've been here before. Come on. We've been here before.
And to make it, sorry to cut in, but and to make it worse, all the drivers are just like, oh yeah, Ferrari are doing it better. Ferrari are doing it better. I hate the finger pointing. That's why, for me, the last week of testing was so crucial for me, even though we're not supposed to look at the testing times. That last week is very testing because let's not forget, these guys have sponsors. They need to showcase
they need to impress.
They need to impress. They're genuinely to impress. Just because if you notice the way the clip was just dropping in quali paces on the Friday.
Yeah.
Ferrari, for me, they've also been quite innovative with their aero package as well, with the rotisserie wing. What do you think about that? Because for me, it's like you're gonna get so much lift, especially when he turns.
Remember last year, Ferrari got disqualified for the plank on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
it being chewed out too much.
Yeah.
This apparently helps with that because that lift allows them on the straights to put the ride height as low as they'd like, and that additional lift will help them pretty much make it through without chewing into the plank too much. That's another factor I hadn't considered.
But also, don't you think ride height doesn't really matter at this point? Have you seen how high these cars are? I mean, I
Yeah.
get it.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
Yeah, I was gonna say with your setup, it could allow for more downforce because instead of the air particularly going under the car as much, you can funnel it over the car where it pushes the car down when it's going over the car. Now that eats into the plank if it's too low. And that helps them because they like to ride pretty low. That's why they got disqualified.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Fair, you know what? Fair enough. Fair
And
enough.
the drag reduction, it's pretty good. It's pretty decent.
I mean, it is. Yeah. Yes, it is. Fair enough.
Mhm.
So could we actually say them introducing the wake team helped them?
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's so funny though. Like, think about it. Like, what do you mean? You got other guys who are like, please come help. We don't know what we're doing. Please come help. You guys have won before. Come do it here. What?
It's almost like they just asked their brother for help. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
Big bro got it.
you are doing spectacular in accounting. Help me in freaking computer engineering.
Help me out, man.
Just do some. Just move the numbers or some. I mean,
that's so accurate.
because from what I've been hearing, like they could gain like 5 to 10 kph per hour
Yeah,
down
yeah.
the street,
Used to that.
which sounds so exorbitant.
Jeez.
And also somewhat a little fake, if I just say. I don't know. Like, it's like they're just trying to scare the other opponent.
I think so. And the fact that, like, yeah, sorry, I was gonna say, like, you know how in testing it's not about the times, right? I feel like things like this show where the team's mentality is and how organized they are. Because if you have time to be testing out things in testing, while others are pretty much saying, hey, does our car go? Can we make our car go? It just shows your leaps and bounds ahead of others because you have time. You're like, hey, let's try out this cool little thing. Let's see what it does. That's a lot of time you're using in testing to figure that out.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now that, since you mentioned that, you could even segue onto like reliability from the top four, the mid-table team, and the back runners. From the top four, obviously, from what we've seen, Ferrari is doing exceptionally well.
Benz,
apparently, they are not as reliable as we thought.
Ooh.
I've been seeing the news. Like, apparently, it's not like as reliable because they had to because I mean, the car did switch off when Anthony was on board, and they had to change the PU. But that could also. But I think also that could be because of the fuel that they're using.
Yeah, Yeah, I don't know if they were now using the formula, their own formula. They weren't.
No, they haven't. They weren't using their own. They were using like some makeshift item for just a stopgap for now. While their proper fuel is being tested somewhere else, I think. So I think that could be another factor there. So the top four, definitely we know Ferrari is up there. McLaren? No? They've been so under wraps.
Yeah,
but they did quite a lot of race stints.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say like Ferrari, Benz, maybe Red Bull as compared to McLaren. McLaren, I'm not sure because they have the issues they're going to get from the PU that they're using from Mercedes.
Okay.
And then they kind of also had their own issues. They actually need to bring an upgrade package to Australia, they were saying. And they still have the weight troubles. So it's like...
Oh, yes. They still have weight issues. No, fair enough. Fair enough. What about the mid-table team? The mid-table teams.
I'm betting all my money on Haas. Haas all the way, bro. Oh, yeah. Haas. Watch.
I get it. Because they've been flying under the radar quite a lot.
quite
No
well.
one has been speaking about them,
Yeah, and
and they've just
I
been.
think the competition was Williams, but Williams has fluffed it. So
I mean, yeah, they did miss the Barcelona testing, so they didn't have much time to test out their car.
exactly.
So yeah, no, actually, yeah. Let me.
Also, Racing Bulls. You posted on the page that they're bringing an upgrade package
Yeah, they're
to
bringing an
Australia.
upgrade package. Yeah, in
So
Melbourne, and they are
they're in the
they're
mix.
pretty solid, and they did quite a lot of laps. Did quite
Exactly.
a lot of laps.
1,000 plus.
1,000 plus. Yeah, they also look solid. I mean, it's the Ford powertrain.
Yeah, I like the car though.
Could we actually say that Red Bull cooked this season?
They might have.
They might have.
I think they cooked on pace. I feel like
Pace.
reliability, they don't know either.
They don't know as well, you reckon?
Yeah. They didn't do enough, I would say, for me, compared to who they're going to be competing with. And Ferrari, they were so comfortable. Red Bull was too worried about, can it go fast and stay together? That's what it felt like.
True.
Yeah, because in Barcelona, they brought the most softs.
Yes, they brought the most softs. They brought them. I think they're the only ones who brought the most softs. They're the only ones who brought the
and it was like other teams had like 3. Well, they had, I think, almost 20 or something. Yeah.
They're like, we don't care about the rest. Quality pace is all that matters. 1, 2. 1, 2, practice. 1, 2, quali. 1, 2, race.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not sure about them on reliability.
True. Yeah, them it's like a big question mark. And then we'd like to talk about. I'd also like to talk about Alpine.
Ooh, yeah, your favorites.
Do you think their change to the Mercedes power unit has just given them a little boost a bit?
Big time.
Like at least now they don't have to worry about the power unit. But my biggest issue is they've been using a gearbox for the Revolut car, for the Revolut engine. Yeah. Now to like build a gearbox for that Mercedes powertrain.
Yeah, it might be tricky for them. But I mean, like, there's more pros than cons because as you posted on the page, remember when you posted that all the Mercedes customers are going to get upgrades to the PU for Australia. So that's already a benefit. You're just getting off of being a customer. And that's
true.
Awesome. Yeah.
True.
There's no pros.
So now, like, damn, yeah, because they're going to get such an advantage. And then they have that, like, that new wing of theirs, like, it falls back instead of opening up.
That's innovative. I like that, actually. I think it actually is.
Because all the cars look so different, of which that's one thing I truly like with these new rigs. Everyone is going a different direction. There is no pattern yet. Everyone is just testing out things. Some of their airboxes are triangular, they're square, some are tiny, some are massive. The side pods look weird as hell.
Yeah, some don't. Some went for like almost zero pods, and it's Audi no less. What?
Now, now that you mentioned Audi, what do you think about their entrance into the F1? Do you think that they actually cracked? Do you think they are somewhat ready for this season?
Yeah, I think they're ahead. I remember, I love the outlook you brought up, and I believe you posted about this on the page, to say like them switching on the engine first kind of signal to all the other teams like, hey, this is new to us, but we know what we're doing. We are here to do some. And that was huge.
We're going in a direction, like, we're just showing you like we have boots on the ground. We know what we're doing. Like we've started
here.
What do you guys have?
I love that.
But they were riddled with reliability issues.
Yeah.
Of which we're not gonna cancel them for it or like just have any bad terms for them, because it's a new powertrain. This is like the first time ever in the F1 paddock.
Yeah.
So I expect them to break down. I expect the car to freaking explode on turn 1.
Dude,
I expect everything to fall apart. But they came in with very interesting side pods.
Yeah,
They have a
because
very
they're quite tough.
narrow entrance, but they open up quite wide. They have like
Mm-hmm.
they sort of like have the body of the SF-24 or 23. Like it's
Exactly.
very
Yeah.
wide, but
Yeah.
the entrance inside it, like the entrance on the side parts, it's very narrow. But it also directs the air down to the vehicles as well, which I was quite impressed. I was
Mm-hmm.
really quite impressed, and even like their timings, like the timings. We know it's practice. We know
Yeah.
it's preseason,
Mm-hmm.
but they were somewhat close in the mid-table range there.
Yeah. So mid table might be more fun than that top four because that top four and
Honestly,
dude, it might be like
honestly,
quite a lot of fun. Can't wait. I
because
can't
I
wait.
mean, because we already know that the top four are like 4 tenths
Mm-hmm.
ahead
Oh,
of the
yeah,
mid-table
yeah.
team. That's like slightly that's close to the
Mm-hmm.
top four. So yeah,
That's
I
not.
have no idea. Like that mid-table is gonna be so crucial.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be so crucial. Like who's gonna get top? Who's gonna get the fifth place on
Yeah.
the constructors?
And I think also like especially for these new teams, the question is kind of like, what's the goal for Australia? Like ideally, for most people, it's literally just let's finish
Yes.
the
No.
race. Let's
Let's
just finish.
start the car.
Let's get off the line, man. Let's get off the line. That's objective number one, you know. And I get it because things like reliability are a huge issue. I'll take us back to the last regulation change, 2022. Ferrari
Yeah.
was quick. They were quicker than Red Bull, so they can make a fast car, but they struggled with reliability so much. I think 4 to 5 races with Carlos or Charles are both out or one of the others out. That's why the
Yes.
main
Yes.
focus this time was, can we be reliable? Because that's what takes
Yeah.
you far. Mm-hmm.
Also, I think the other issue, just to go back to 2022, the other issue was the car able to, like the direction of the car in terms of upgrades, was it able, like the direction as well? I don't know what they call it. I don't know, like did they build a good base for them to add more upgrades to it?
If you notice this season, they have even parts of the car kind of left in such a way that they can upgrade it later. So yeah, they're now just thinking back. They literally looked back to 22 and said, what were our problems then? Let's cover it off. And that's a brilliant plan.
True.
Yeah, that's a brilliant plan. I like that. So
Because I think that's what almost all these teams are going for.
Mm-hmm.
But there is one team that took a very aggressive approach to it, and it seemed like it didn't work. Aston Martin. They took such an aggressive turn because when the car rolled out in Barcelona, it was,
Dude,
I mean, anything that Adrian Newey touches is gold.
crazy.
So they say. But it did look aggressive with the prongs. Yeah. It's sort of like the nose was kind of a bit wide. Yeah. It has the body looks like the Ferrari. It seems like quite a lot of teams are taking inspiration from Ferrari.
Yeah,
but that's a story for another day.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We have way more podcasts to cover. We'll get to that. Another episode for that one.
Exactly. But with Aston Martin, the hopes were high. And they were going with Honda. Honda, no matter what we've seen so far right now, Honda is a good powertrain.
It is.
It genuinely is. How many constructors has it won?
I'm trying to think back actually. They've won with was it one? It was one with Red Bull.
Yes.
And who else?
Yes, they got their first win in because I think I posted about it. I think it was 2014 with Verstappen as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check.
So we can safely say they're not new to this.
No, they're not. They're not. They're not new to this.
They're not even new to this. So ideally, they should be very comfortable.
Exactly.
I don't even think the initial problem.
They got their first win. Sorry, they got their first win in 2014 after a 13-year drought, and they got their first win with Verstappen in 2014. And they have won some constructors from 2014 till now.
Wow. So they're not new to it.
That powertrain is powerful, bro. That is a good powertrain. But I do not know what happened as soon as they touched Aston Martin and Fernando Alonso's hands.
Some say, like just reading a bit, it appears Adrian didn't give kind of room for them to be able to really kind of polish up the engine and kind of figure out the problems. Because as you were saying, the car is quite aggressive, but that just means there's not enough room within the engine space for them to really kind of push for a certain direction or even really figure out. And also, I think the timelines were a bit kind of sketchy. So, like, that was also an issue. So, I don't know where
And
they're
also
losing
to
it.
piggyback on that, I mean, we have been hearing news saying that like the chassis was a bit tight for the engine, which
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, so many excuses. The car's
Yeah.
shit at the end of the
Yes,
day.
pretty much.
The car is terrible
Yeah.
for
But
a
mhm.
for a senior powertrain provider to struggle this much. You would think they would have fixed something.
Yeah.
Dude, they had to drop a statement on the Thursday of testing, telling people like, oh yeah, we've like something happened with the battery or some shit like that.
Yeah. I think I read about that. What were they saying about the battery? Something was going on with the battery.
Yes.
Was it? Yeah. But like apparently now they found the fundamental issue. Now it's about like, can we fix it in time? Because they have what, just over a week?
A couple of days. A couple of
A
days
couple of days.
from
No, yeah.
today's the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
is
it's 6 days. In 6 days, in 7 days.
Oh,
In
yeah.
7 days.
Wow.
No, I don't think they're gonna be able to finish it. So I think for them, they could be at the back, sadly.
With who? With Cadillac?
With Cadillac, obviously, their main target right now is to just make sure the car runs.
Yeah. Whose engine are they using? Ferrari, yeah.
Ferrari.
So where are
They're
they
using Ferrari, but they were having issues. Let's also not forget they have 3 sites across globe. They have one in America, they have one in UK, then they have another one in America, but a different spot.
Yeah,
So obviously, time zones, working structure. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're tired.
Yeah, I think even like somebody from the team was mentioning that they're a bit tired. Although it's kind of split because some are saying, "Hey, we're good where we want to be." Others saying, "Hey, we're kind of burnt out because, all the logistics, all the time zones, and all that." So yeah,
true, because it's not like a clash of the USA work ethos and the British work ethos. Because for me, I was just like, I know they want to be full American, like American works. They want to do everything in the house and stuff.
Yeah.
Put everything you need to fix in one location.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Main operations should be the closest to where the races are. That's where the fundamentals should be.
Yeah, so I think for Cadillac they bit off more than they could chew. But I give this season is a season of testing for them.
Yeah, and learning.
A lot of learning. A lot of learning, because I don't expect much from them. I genuinely don't expect much from them when it comes to like points, even finishing the race. If they conk out, they conk out.
They made it, yeah.
It genuinely is what it is. Yeah, so we've talked about the teams, but there's like the other big issue, the rigs itself. There's now energy management, straight line mode, boosts, all these other words. What has been confusing to you the most about these rigs? Because for me, obviously it was the both wings flipping up and down. And apparently they can do whatever they want with the wings. And then there's all that whole energy management stuff. So it's like they're taking away that true racing. It's gonna be so robotic. If I want to, I can just save my battery up to like a turn. I'm just gonna dive bomb and beat you out of the turn and stuff like that. Just what's been one thing that you just been like, okay, I don't get this. Like I genuinely don't get this. Or
I mean, I don't get how the use of energy management is going to work, because I have so many questions as far as the saving of the energy, the use of the energy, how much you can use, and like what are the effects. Taking us back to that overtake we saw of Hajar, he only managed to get past Bottas because Bottas's energy finishes. So is it kind of like most of the time people are just going to be like, it's okay, you can go. I will catch you because I have battery here. Whose
yeah,
car can recharge faster? Whose car doesn't need to use 100% to overtake? Maybe you need to use 75% to overtake so you can defend. It's a mess. It's an actual mess.
no, it really is. It genuinely is. It's gonna be more like people are gonna be playing more 3D chess when it comes to the
Yeah, it
race.
really is just gonna be. It's
I
fine.
mean,
You can
because
go.
what's this? Alonso said it. Like it's just gonna ruin the fun from the racing. Like it really is. It really, really is. But from what we've seen so far, who do you think has understood the car so far from what we've seen so far from preseason, from the behind closed door testing? Who do you personally think has somewhat understood it?
Mm-hmm.
Who has understood like, okay, fine, I'm save it here, I'm quick here, I'm quick
Um,
there.
I think the veterans, of course, but even within the veterans, I think it speaks to the character of the driver, because I know Max day in day out. Max has a can of Red Bulls next to him, and he sleeps in that simulator. I'm certain he doesn't get out of that simulator until he understands what is going on. I'm sure of it. So he's clearly ahead, and I know George wants it so bad. He's in there too. I feel like Lewis, with his mindset, wants to understand, and he's pretty excited, so he's pretty much in there. Charles, I don't know.
Even to like to get into like the Lewis point there. These type of cars are down his alley.
But yeah, that's where he
Because of
shines.
which are somewhat loose on the rear end, he can catch them
Mhm.
as well. He could be up there, but obviously, um, people like Charles Lewis.
Yeah,
But even the
Max.
kids, because this also needs like a fresh mind to like understand everything, all the buttons that
Yeah.
you need to understand and stuff like that. So I don't know, but who do you think is your number one?
As far as understanding the regs and being able to drive that car to its best, I will put Max and then George.
Max and George?
As yeah, I think they're the top two. Maybe I don't know about the McLaren boys. They're not very confident in these regs. Maybe Oscar a bit more, but they weren't very confident.
But I think with Oscar, I think this is more of like an issue for him. These type of cars, which are somewhat loose on the rear end, no downforce whatsoever, because he was struggling with the same issue. Baku, he couldn't turn for shit.
Yeah,
He couldn't turn whatsoever. If you remember,
yeah, yeah.
there was something wrong with that car. He was just struggling with it. So I would challenge you on the McLaren boys. McLaren boys, I don't think they're gonna be able. Plus Norris, I don't think he has like that energy
Yeah,
to come back again.
yeah.
But for me, the top one for now, I am tossing between Max and Leclerc.
Ooh,
Tossing between the two. Tossing between the two. Because I mean, Max is the one who came up with that whole thing of like dropping to gear one, but Ferrari are staying it on gear two on turn 10.
Interestingly enough, but Max only had to come up with that fix because their car is not optimized to charge at high gears. Ferrari
Yes.
didn't have to because they have a smaller turbo, so they can operate at second gear, third gear, and still charge the car.
Fair
But
point.
it up to
I
him to
didn't
kind
know
of
that actually. I
figure it
didn't know
out.
that.
Yeah, it's the smaller turbo, so they can recharge while still maintaining high gears. Others, not so much.
But confirmed for Red Bull, even though they drop it to gear one, they charge it quicker.
I'm not. I think that's the thing that I don't know per se if they charge quicker or, that's the aspect I'm saying with energy management. Those are so many unknowns. Who's just recharging quicker, and to what percentage are you going back to when you're recharging to return?
Exactly. Like
It's
honestly, yeah, it's just all over the place. It is
it's too much,
all over the place. It is
yeah.
genuinely all over the place.
Right? You
Okay.
saying Charles is in it to win and Charles is getting married. Did you see the video? Folks, the
So
wrong
he's
things, man.
already.
Come on. We're gonna win. Bro, you see the Ferrari they drove in. Oh my gosh.
No, I didn't see it.
You need to see the video. Oh, that's
It looks
money,
clean.
bro. Oh, that's money.
Ah, damn! I have to look at it. I'll check
Money.
it out. I'll check it out
Hey,
after. Actually, let me look at it right now.
you gotta check it out, man. So yeah, he's officially married a week before Australia. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Oh, I love it for sure.
Wait, let me check this out.
You got it, man.
Oh
You got
no
it.
way! He's driving this one.
That's crazy.
You know what?
That's crazy.
Fair. I mean, it's what is fair.
Yeah, you never know.
Okay, so now like to just wrap all of this, I have one more question.
Yeah.
Since we've discussed about the teams, who's ready, who's not. Do you think it boils down to FIA itself? Do you think we're actually ready for this? Because we've done so many chops and changes to the rules. The compression ratio has just been changed. The starts have been changed.
There's even a plan B on the energy storage when we go into after the first few races.
Do you actually think we're ready for this rig? Even though they brought it up. Do you think
it feels like they tapped into ChatGPT and said, "Hey, why should we change, bro?"
because literally, I think so.
They're not ready, and they're not even aligned on what they're trying to improve in the sport, because they claim that they want wheel-to-wheel racing, but it's like, okay, if everyone is slow, then we're not really achieving anything here. The sport is not going any faster. This is the pinnacle of motorsport. We can't be slower. Honestly, we can't even. We gotta have a situation where Max is calling it, Formula E on steroids. That's ridiculous, and it's really true. That's the best way to put it.
No, it's really bad. I've never seen an organization sort of like tread back on their steps regarding, because I still remember when the compression ratio issue dropped. At first they said it's legal, then they were like, okay, fine, it's not legal. They're like, okay, it's legal. They're like, okay, fine, we're gonna ask everyone's opinion, and then now they've changed it.
In the change, it was first we changed it from August. Wait, no, now it'll start June, dude.
Only to find out that the Mercedes engine wasn't even hitting 18-1. It wasn't even hitting 18-1. It was close, but it wasn't hitting 18-1.
So, oh wow! My goodness. So they might have been played, because is the rule now strictly you should be at 16-1, or it's like don't go over 18? Because if it's not over 18, Ben still has their advantage.
I think it's not supposed to pass 16-1 at a certain temperature.
Yeah,
they're going to test it at the higher temperatures, because I think they're testing it at colder temperatures. Now they're increasing it to 130 degrees. They're going to test it there, which honestly, I don't know. So from what we've been speaking about, I personally think FIA were not ready.
They were not ready. Yeah,
they were genuinely not ready on this, because all the teams seem to be having issues here and there. Not all teams are having it crispy clean like that. Yeah. No, because I think it was in 2022 we already knew who understood it from the jump.
Yeah, you could see it.
We knew it. We're like, oh yeah, Red Bull, Ferrari. But here it's sort of like everyone is very doubtful. Like
everyone's waiting for Australia to kind of all see, like, okay, where are we based off of others? They don't even know. They're like, we got it like that.
Because we got in saying Mercedes. And then we're like, okay, maybe not them, because the car is quick but doesn't seem as reliable as Ferrari. Ferrari is very reliable, but they are not as quick. Then we looked at Red Bull. Red Bull is quick but also not as reliable. We look at Racing Bulls, just Racing Bulls. McLaren, they seem fast but not as impressive as we thought they would be. And then the rest. Williams talked a big talk. Nothing much from them. Alpine has been quiet. Haas has been quiet. Those could be two dark horses. Aston Martin, they were saying, oh yeah, by 2026 we're going to have a new idea. Now they've pushed it to like 2030. Not looking, not looking fantastic for them.
Accurate.
The two new teams were expected. They're not going to do incredible. We obviously know that. So, and the FIA are just chopping and changing all the time.
Big time. Yeah.
So we actually don't know. I think we should give it 6 races. I think we should give it 6 races.
Yeah, because also things like reliability. It's not like in Australia everybody's going to be breaking down. It's going to be later. We get to Bahrain now. You're shutting down and everything. So yeah, I think it's fair to give it quite a few races.
Give it a few races. Like honestly, genuinely, have to give it a few races.
Oof. I think ideally as a team here, if you want to win the championship this season, constructors and drivers, stay on the track. Stay on the track. That's all you need to do. Maintain podiums of 1 to 5, and you're fine. There's gonna be winners here and here because things are gonna be all messed up. Red flag, safety cars. It's gonna be messed up. But if you maintain your podiums, you're in a good position.
Yeah. Facts. I've been racking my head. Like I think the amount of learning that we have to do for these leagues,
it's too much.
I just don't have. It's just gonna be tough. It's genuinely gonna be tough.
Big time. Hey, but I'm excited. Chaos. I love chaos.
Oof. Yeah, no, chaotic. It's gonna be chaotic, especially if the first race is wet. Yeah.
Australia, bro. Australia's gonna be wet.
And I think if we check the weather right now, it's overcast.
Oh my gosh. Gosh. Wow. I love it. Remember Hajar? Oh, poor Hajar.
And now, I think Checo Perez will crash.
Thank you. I'm not a fan of Checo. I don't like Checo.
Why?
Yeah, I don't like Checo. I don't know. I just don't like him. It's like, come on, dog. I just don't like him. Yeah, Checo. Alonso is probably gonna crash. He crashed last year. Season.
He did.
So, it's fair.
I have no idea.
I don't care. It's gonna be pretty bad. I can't wait, man. This might be the most watched race of the season, actually, in Australia. This and maybe Abu Dhabi.
Right. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely, it's gonna be the most watched. I will be up at 4.
I'll be ready for it.
Definitely. Okay, so we have covered quite a lot about these new rigs. We're just gonna give you a bit of like fun facts, things that you might have missed. Do you have anything that comes to mind in terms of fun facts? This is now our segment. Yeah, our segment. This is our segment called Pit Stop. We're just gonna give you fun facts. Perfect. Some stuff that maybe you might have missed.
Actually, I'm trying to think. This is gonna be race start number what for Alonso in Melbourne?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, no way. Wait.
Alonso, because Alonso's been in this for way too long, man. He's in the 400s, yeah.
No way.
He's in the 400 race starts. You understand? Race starts. That's crazy. Race starts. 425 race starts. So this is gonna be 426.
When was his last podium? When was his last win?
Win? Come on, bro. He has 32 wins. Alonso has been in F1 for how many years?
426 races.
Dude, he started when he was 17. He has 32 wins. 32 wins.
And he was Lewis, 17.
When Lewis started in 08? No. 07, 06. I believe.
06, 07, yeah.
Yeah. Alonso had just won the championship, right? He started here. Now Lewis has 105, 6 race wins.
I mean, his win ratio is up there. He's the
second highest. Yeah. That's
Lewis
crazy.
is second. Yes.
But I think his last race win.
When was his last race win?
I just don't. 20. What? No. Last win was. No way, this is true. 2013 Spanish Grand Prix.
2013.
2013 Spanish Grand Prix. What?
It's almost a decade.
His last win was more than 10 years ago. When he lost one,
Yes.
because now in 2015, plus 3, that's what, 13 years? How old was what's his name? Kimmy. Because Kimmy was born when Alonso last won a drivers championship. I think Kimmy was born. Bro. This is insane. That's ridiculous.
He was 7. The last time he won, he was 7. Kimmy was 7.
He started parking probably.
What a fun fact! I didn't know. I genuinely didn't know that.
That's
I didn't
one of
know
my
that.
favorites. Yeah,
Another one. I mean, I think everyone knows this one. There's been no Aussie on the podium. No Aussie has got number 1. It's one that was. It's been a while.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oscar.
Yeah, I think because apparently, an Aussie has never finished on the podium at their home race since it became a round of the world champions in 1985.
85. And
The
Oscar was close.
best result for a local was 4th place. And guess who got that 4th place? Ricardo, Weber, and then Oscar in 2024.
24. 25, he was on track to chase Lando, and then they like messed it up because of the rain. I love the little frame when you see him go.
And you know what's funny? If you look at that turn, it depicts how the championship ended.
Oh my god. So we're already here. Oh my word. That's
exactly.
Crazy. That's crazy.
You see?
Nah, it's gonna be fun.
Okay. Okay, so I think that's it for our fun facts. We could dive into in case you missed it. I think I posted the in case you missed it today. Yeah. But I'm just gonna circle back on them again. Because I think we have been mentioning it here on the podcast while we're talking. VCarb is bringing in their new upgrading in Australia.
Yep.
And the main reason as to why Aston Martin were having issues, Honda said, I repeat, Honda. This is not from me. It's from Honda. There were abnormal vibrations which damaged the battery.
Ah, yes, the vibrations. We could have seen vibrations on an F1 car coming. What? That's crazy.
And this is exactly. And this is from the president himself, from Honda. This is from him by himself. They're saying the issue was not expected during the Red Bull partnership. Yeah.
Very interesting. Okay.
And listen to this other point. The chassis may need adaptation to fix the problem.
Adrian.
But after that, they said, but the problem is on both sides. It's not on one specific person. But they mentioned they never had this issue at Red Bull.
But then at one time, I'm like, it feels like they're throwing a bit of shade towards Adrian to kind of say it's also your fault. But Adrian still worked on the car at Red Bull anyways. So is it kind of like maybe the relationship has changed?
I think so.
Feels like there's friction between the two. And Lawrence is not having it. Lawrence is not happy with all of this.
I think that's something. That's something that will unravel as the season goes on.
It's actually going to unravel. Yeah, there's too many people here who are probably going to be pointing fingers at each other. It's like, you did it. True. No, you did it. Now Lawrence is like, hey, I'm giving you people millions. True. Make it happen. Yeah.
Yeah. So just to close it off, who do you think is going to win this whole development arc for this season? Who do you think is
Like,
going to unlock it?
with the way it looks, I actually think Ferrari has already unlocked it. Ferrari is leaps and bounds ahead. Why do they have innovations coming from testing? Why do you have parts of your car prepared for more edits? And the idea of them initially fighting the whole compression ratio thing and then kind of backing off and saying, hey, it's fine actually, we're going to implement it in 2027. They know something. They clearly know something. Benz, I think, is close also. What are your thoughts?
You actually might have been spot on with Ferrari.
Dude, I think they already got it.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for listening in. Our first episode. I've been Tawana, and I've been with Ben. Thank you so much for listening to Maggots and Beckets. Tune in next time for another episode.
See you next time.
Peace.